Hello, everybody, and welcome back to GSA, your prime spot for competitive speedrun entertainment. I'm joined today in the booth by the big Simp. How you doing tonight, Simp?
I'm doing good, man. I'm ready for some 16-star action. Just got hot off of that 70-star action. And yeah, how about you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited. I've been watching the 70-star league. Some of those races, it's a longer category, so when someone pulls ahead, it's harder to see a comeback happening. But on 16-star category, so short, man. It makes for some really exciting races. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen tonight. We were just talking to Proto a minute ago, and he actually is playing on basically a brand new controller as of today, essentially. So it should be a really interesting thing to see. He said he's really comfortable. Everything feels really good, except for the BLJs. And obviously, lobby BLJ has a big effect on what happens early on in the race. What are you looking to see here, Seb?
I am looking to see Protoman bust out a W over Counter Logic Gaming's cheese. That is what I'm looking to see. Whether or not it happens is another question. 16-star, one of those very, very scary, can sort of get out of hand quite quickly categories.
It's scary on another level for Proto right now. He's sitting just outside at 9th place right now, needing to pick up some points here. Cheese in the middle of the pack right now. It has a lot of points, feeling pretty good, but, Proto's got to start getting some more points if he wants to see himself in the playoff.
Yeah, hopefully he can make it there. Both making the lack 2 skip, though. A little bit of a warm-up before the real action here. LBLJ, you got to go for it. Pretty much required at this point. She's getting caught up in the pillar. He's in the back. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Got a race.
Yes, it's always so relieving to see that, because if Proto just missed lobby BLJ once or twice there, Cheese would have had a huge lead. Really nice to see both guys getting it on their first try, both with different camera angle movement here.
Oh, he's floundering on the slope. I don't know if he'll be able to make a Shigeru cycle anymore. Gonna have to move. Moving quite quick.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to wrap up this Dark World Reds here. This Dark has been really trolly in some of these races as well. We've seen a lot of runners taking deaths. Both of these guys, though, able to move pretty well.
Oh, jeez, with the fall, the commentator's curse coming out big from Spooky. And Protoman now with a very nice lead under his belt. If he's going to take a game over Cheese, it's going to be this one.
Yeah, no, that's exactly the break that he needed. Oh, man, that's such a huge lead to start off. It looked like we were going to get a real nice race at the start. Lobby BLJ is being real nice to both runners, but, I mean, that really isn't a place I see a lot of deaths happen anymore. Sometimes you see the dive like we just saw happen a minute ago, but I've seen a lot of guys get more comfortable with that, the holding back there. Let's see if Proto. Oh, he misses.
Okay, she's very early Shigeru cycle. Protoman taking his time to re-grab Bowser here. And what is going on? Protoman's timer continuing to run, but his Nintendo possibly crashing.
She's taking a couple of slides too. He's really taking his time to grab Bowser, like you said.
Yeah, I think this is a crash. What is?
It does appear. We're getting word on it in just a minute.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Okay, well we're back at it. The key has been retrieved.
I'm assuming what happened is Protoman might have accidentally closed his AMRAC window, like minimized it, and it just got frozen on the image, and that's why his timer was still running.
Yeah, that would make sense. That was definitely a little bit of a weird occurrence, though.
Yeah, kind of strange, and she's catching up quite a bit here now. The lead not nearly as big as it seemed.
Yeah, no, Cheese did a really nice job there after he died, getting a nice fast cycle there. And with Proto missing that throw, it just made it where he was able to creep back in just a little bit. Still a pretty sizable lead, though, for Proto. But, Candleless and Owless, that could just even it right back up. Gonna go with the texture setup here.
All right, working out. Can be a little bit of a scary choice. Texture setup, you're not always 100% sure it will work out, but Protoman getting it going. And we'll see if Cheese has got.
Getting a full
right.
setup. Okay. I think it really just comes down to what you're more comfortable with in the races. Because like you said, it can be really scary going for that texture setup. Oh! Good going. Slip and slide. Proto's just giving Cheese a couple of more seconds back, you know, just giving him a little bit here early on. Let him slip right back in. But is able to pull off the Owlist.
Wow.
This is a little scary from Proto. Just like, you know, he's played well overall, but these little tiny mistakes making me think he's a little bit nervous to go up against Cheese. Understandably, of course. You can tell, talking to him in the pregame, you could tell, you know, he wasn't super confident, but he was feeling good about the new controller. And confidence can be a big thing, especially when you are going, like we said, Cheese is just such a scary runner to go up against.
Yeah, he's got the consistency, he's got the speed, and you put those together, and you have got one beast of a speedrunner. Protoman still holding down the fort as we go down to basement, although, okay,
Ooh.
quick little ledge grab. Gonna go ahead and toss Cheese a bone there. But we've got basement underway, pillarless, lava boost potentially. I don't know if we'll be seeing that from either player, but definitely where 16 star sort of picks up. Honestly, the game in general sort of picks up in basement, it seems. Especially in 16 star, this is where we've got a decent bulk of the difficulty. So we'll see what Protoman's got.
Let's see what we got.
Okay.
Gonna go for a nice normal pillarless here. No Tama Plus hanging out here. Is able to pull it off though. We'll see if he can finish it off. Oh, Cheese with a death!
Oh. Rest in peace, Cheese. Now 2 deaths in the 16 star run. Protoman getting himself a little bit distance further away from Cheese. Gonna be a little bit more comfortable. He's got his mug in hand, his robe equipped. Round 2 for Cheese. This is looking a lot better. Tama Plus.
That's so satisfying to watch, honestly.
Yeah, like Pillarless before already looked pretty good, especially when you had a good one, but now it's just like lightning speed. Slick.
And going for it in a race, too, I mean, you really want to talk about, you know, like showing how big it is. That's how you do it right there, you know? Like, it's just always impressive to me when runners go for it in races. But looking to finish off SSL here, having a pretty solid one. You know, he's caught some breaks from Cheese, but Cheese only a star behind right now, and you know we still have a lot coming up here. Lethal Lava Land can be a serious run and race killer. Be interesting to see if he opts to go for lava boost here. And obviously going for reds here first. No booty burning going on right now.
Yeah, keeping his booty protected. Okay, but a missed red coin. Gonna have to go back for that one.
Yeah, that was a little funky looking for sure, but you know, able to clean it up. He keeps on doing these little tiny mistakes. You know, nothing lethal per se, but just enough for those mistakes is making it where Cheese can slip back in.
Nice side hop from Cheese. Oh, but that's not gonna connect. He has 2 more tries left. Can get a little scary, and now at this point, is it worth it? Is he going to go for it a 3rd time? Pressure's on. Can die. Hesitate. Triple jump. And that's not going to work. Another death for Cheese. Protoman looking like he's almost going to die as well. Both players losing their minds simultaneously, but Protoman even more so getting some, what would you call it, slack? Some more slack on the rope.
Cheese giving him a lot of slack.
A lot. Indeed. That is a lot of rope. I don't know what one man would do with that much rope, but we'll see what Protoman decides to do with it, I guess. She's getting that side hop going, but 1 try too late.
3 deaths. Like, that's kind of crazy and unique to see. I mean, all on different parts of the race, too. You know, we've seen a lot of runners just have full Mario meltdowns before. But, I mean, he's just spreading a little bit of love on each of the stages, right?
Yeah. First it was his hand. Now it's his foot, and just now we've seen his shoulder melt away. I'm not sure if there's much other pieces to melt. 2 lives left in his pocket before a game over. Is it possible we will see a game over from Cheese?
I mean, we've seen some crazy things happen. A game over, though, from, I mean, obviously all these guys are top runners, but seeing a game over from Cheese in a race would be, I mean, that would be up there for moments that we've seen.
Definitely would be. The chat going absolutely nuts, witnessing the deaths of Cheese. It is just the stocks are apparently going down for Queso Co. Hopefully he can build it back up. Quite a business that he has got going. Would be a shame to see it fall.
Here we go, triple box jump. That star has like a deceivingly difficult angle to go for there. Always nice to see when runners are able to pull that off on the first try. Because to me, if you don't get it on that first try, your angle's kind of dorked up for the rest of that go. She's gonna get this little star here. Nice little elevator star. No worries. Able to calm down a little bit. You know, done messing around. Trying to calm down just a little bit. See if he's able to climb back into this. But I mean, 3 deaths. That's rough.
Yeah, and it's hard to come back from that. And Cheese obviously holds himself up to a high standard, and so it can be. I think the harder part is not only like preventing further deaths, but like you said, keeping calm, keeping it contained.
Oh,
And this triple jump box.
good recovery though.
Yeah, it can get kind of scary when you're missing the triple jump box, but very quick, knows exactly what he needs to do.
It's very mental, you know. It can get to a point where it's really messing with you. Especially, I mean, if you look over in that top left and you're seeing a 1 or you're seeing a 0 and you're having to worry about game over, I mean, that's nothing you ever really think about when you're starting a race. Like, you're thinking, oh man, if I die once, this thing's over. But 2, 3 times, usually you're not even in it. I mean, not too crazy of a lead right now. Cheese is able to, I mean, his overall movement is a little bit faster than Proto, able to slowly get some time back, but he's really going to have to hope Proto, you know, either has a full meltdown somewhere or at least dies once to have a real shot.
Yeah, and the nature of 16, it's totally possible the BLJs can take you for a ride, taking his time to line up this MIPS clip. It does work out.
See, that's just a little example right there, you know. He has to take his time just a little bit more. Like you said, 16 start, you know, very, very famous for some little Mario meltdowns throughout, and Fire Sea coming up as well. You know, the ending of that stage, we've seen tons of guys take falls. It's easy to drift over to the left there at the end. It's easy to miss pole glitch and not get the fast cycle. You know, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. She's going to definitely have to play a little bit more aggressive playing from behind.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see some nutty strats coming out, although there's not too much left. We could see a front sub, but other than that, I mean, he's probably going to be going for pole glitch, so it's basically just in the hands of Protoman. Okay, but no wall kick for Cheese. That is not what he wants. Protoman getting that star out of the way, but it's Fire Sea
to the door. We want to make sure he's educated on the mechanics of the game. That's always awkward when you get that.
Yeah. It's,
I mean,
go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cut you off. No, I think it's a little bit of that cross world delay we got going on, making it where we're starting when the other person hasn't finished yet. Oh, taking a burn.
Oh! I don't know if he'll be able to make the cycle. It's coming back down. Gonna have to move quick. Nah, it's not happening.
Going for front sub. Oh, nice.
Man, this is, I mean, honestly, this is still very much possible for Cheat. A couple of missed BLJs, a missed Bowser throw or two from Protoman. We'll see how he approaches this left side long jump. He's got the angle he wants, though. He's looking good.
Very solid there at the end. You know, a little bit of a mess up there, obviously, on that booty burn. Able to close it up, though, as Cheese gets pole glitch. Very nice. Yeah,
Cheese definitely in a good position to make this cycle. Protoman Bowser winding it. Oh, that is a miss throw! And this is uncomfortable. Oh, no. Red alert, somebody. Call the cops. We've got a Bowser problem. He's too close to the edge. Dive grab. Wow.
That was pro. Like, honestly, like, mad props. I would have probably, you know, pooped myself a little bit, dove off the edge there. He's able to get that grab, though. I mean, that was very impressive to see.
Yeah, I wonder if Protoman is aware of the lead that he's got. I think usually he is watching the race, so he must know what's going on and knows he does not have that much time to waste. But jeez! Throwing Bowser into the lava, and somehow Bowser just jumps right out of it. It just turns into human skill. Well, not a human, but mad jumping skills.
Seems like every time that Proto gives Cheese a little bit of that what we called slack earlier in the race back, you know, Cheese is like, "No, man, I don't want any of this." Just throws it right at him.
Yeah, Cheese not sure what to do with all that rope, and Protoman looking like first try BLJ, catching it right at the end. And whoa, okay, be careful, don't want to touch the door. Although you won't go back through. Doesn't have enough stars, but second BLJ coming up. Is Protoman going to be taking game 1 over Cheese? The points that he needs if he wants to be in the top 8 for the playoffs. BLJ, so nice.
Yeah, it's still scary here though. You still got triple jump. Oh, what the what? What?
Okay, Protoman struggling with the first steps in Bowser in the Sky, looking like he might need to check out a Let's Play on YouTube. But figuring it out, getting the triple jump dive. Moving right along, getting his orientation figured out.
Here we go.
He's not wasting time.
Cheese fans need to be crossing their fingers right now that Proto misses this and takes a big fall. Gonna be playing it safe.
And
able
he's around.
To get left side.
But
Goombas may or may not be on Cheese's side. We'll have to see.
Asleep at the wheel. Goomba a little bit too far away. And it's up to Protoman for these throws. He can probably miss 2. Definitely can miss 1, but I think 2. Definitely can't miss 3.
And he's missed 2 throws earlier. He's missed 1 in Dark World and 1 in Fire Sea, so.
That is true. It would only make sense for him to miss a 3rd one. Got the first one, though, winding up. And that is a missed throw. And now Cheese is here. Hopping into the pipe, coming down the block. Okay. All right, hopping into the pipe. And there's a second one. One more throw for Protoman to seal the deal. Taking his time on these regrabs. The time is of the essence. That is another missed throw. Okay, Cheese winding up. First throw for him. 2 more needed. 1 more for Proto. He cannot miss this throw. Winding it up. Cheese with a second throw. And that's a 3rd throw from Protoman. Just giving our hearts a check just to make sure they're still pumping. And they are indeed on the edge of my seat.
Looks like that bonk at the end might have been that difference, though.
Might have just been. I mean,
maybe not.
Yeah. But still, wow. Protoman taking it home.
Oh, that was definitely a nerve-wracking race, but interesting thing to look at going into to round number 2 here is, I mean, Cheese died 3 times and still finished within, 5 or 6 seconds of Proto with 0 deaths on Proto's side. Proto is going to have to clean up a lot of the little movement mistakes if he's going to want to be able to take game 2 as well. But definitely good for Proto, able to get get at least a point in this no matter what. Like we've been saying, the playoff, it's sneaking up. It's coming up faster than people are expecting it, and you don't want to see yourself sitting at that 9 spot or lower. Last thing you want is on that outside looking in. You got some competitive runners there, from that 6 spot all the way down to the 12, So you're not going to have an easy way in there at the bottom. We got some really top-tier runners all throughout.
Yes, we do. 16-star has definitely been sizzling up. I love the best of 3 format. Well, not really best of 3, but You know what I mean? 3
Yeah,
races. It's fast. It's fun. Family friendly.
of course.
Frenzy, some might say.
I mean,
But game 2.
we get the best of both worlds. We get best of 3, and we get 3 races no matter what. We get about an hour of 16-star content, and honestly, that's what I'm here for.
That is what I'm here for as well, Spooky. And coming into game 2, is Cheese? Is he doing some deep breathing? What needs to happen right now? What do you think we were seeing there in that game 1?
I think, honestly, I think if anything, he's looking at himself right now, and he's like, okay, that was definitely not my best effort, but he's also seeing, you know, I finished really close to him, and I had a ton of mistakes. Just, he finished strong. Just gotta stay calm. Don't get mad at the little mistakes, and you should be okay. Proto fans gotta be sitting there, crossing their fingers, hoping Cheese messes up on something here again. Hopefully both guys get a lobby BLJ on their first time again.
Oh, the bonk. Cheese has got the speed. And he is back there. Protoman as well. A lot of speed. Slingshot right back.
Oh,
and
good. Very, very similar start to what we had in the last race. I mean, both guys started off very strong. Cheese had a little bit of a lead. Cheese took a death there at the end of Dark World, though. Will we see history repeat itself? I'm not going to make a prediction. Otherwise, Cheese fans will get very angry at me based off of last time.
Yeah, the commentator's curse is strong with this one. Spooky, definitely a little bit spooky on the mic. Proto Man, missing that red. Now, I do want to remind you guys, we do have the first competitive speedrunning event coming up. Oh, Proto Man missed the cycle. Pace. It is going to be jam-packed action. The 70-star League, Super Mario Odyssey, and Celeste Leagues playoffs will be taking place, and it's going to be jam-packed as well with some run submissions from various speedrunners around the world, and it's going to be hype. So if you guys are interested in learning more, !pace in the chat.
Yeah, I heard a rumor going around actually that the owner of Big Simp Industries is going to be there giving autographs. Can you confirm?
100% can confirm the flight was purchased today. Will be arriving there Wednesday.
Nice.
Get there early, make sure everything's set up, make sure everything's all pretty, and we'll be running smoothly for a great, honestly, revolutionary event for speedrunning. I mean, obviously, we've had the GDQs, we've had the ESA, which are doing great things, you know, raising the money for charity, got the marathon style down, but taking it to the next level competitively, really showing off players who are putting in hours upon hours upon hours into their speed game, honing their craft, and having it all come to a head at the end of our first season. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's really awesome to think about. Like you said, revolutionary. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, money is rough for a lot of us. You know, where a lot of us are on the younger side, or at least there's a lot of younger people in the community, and you know, we want to be able to get to this event. And it's just like, you know, at first I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but it's like I feel like I have to. You know, like this is literally speedrunning history. I mean, no other event has been competitive like this before, and I'm not just trying to sell it. Like I'm genuinely saying, like, I feel like I have to be there. It's gonna be an awesome event. Not
Definitely
awesome, though, is that Proto Man bonk there on the wall, setting up for Owlet.
Yeah, this time around, I don't know if he's going to have as much slack, but just as I say it, Cheese with the death, and now here's Proto Man poking his head in your door.
Oh.
Hello, neighbor. I'm here to get some slack back.
Yes, the slack back. About a 5-second difference now. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a little scary. Is that one of 3 that he has to get in game 2 as well? Gonna have to see. Not as not as big of a mistake as in the first race though, with his first death. I mean, that a death that early on into the stage isn't going to cost you too much time.
Yeah, but here we come right back into basement. We did see Cheese struggle a bit with Pillarless. We saw him struggle with that side hop in Lethal Lava Land. And so coming back at it, he definitely is looking a little bit more refreshed, but maybe that, oh, Protoman taking a bomb. Maybe that wild blue slip could be rattling Cheese's cage a little bit. Here it comes. I'm a plus. Okay, he's got the double jump. Ooh.
Nice. Very pretty. Not the cleanest Tama plus, but still gorgeous. You know, it's Proto able to get normal plus there. Still pretty solid. Cheese gonna get, you know, just a little bit more of a lead.
Yeah, that Tama plus, honestly, it's like, ooh, the speed single jump from Cheese, showing off the strat, slapping the bird on the top of his bald head.
Oh my. Cheese
Not really a slap.
I don't know. I mean, if the hand comes at the right angle when he's spinning, it could definitely be a bap on the top of the back of his head, rather.
Yeah, definitely saw the bap there from Protoman. He's more of a kick coming out. Commentators pondering on what exactly sort of physical altercations going on with Mario. Cheese scaling the pyramid.
Maybe a boop on the pyramid.
Slight boof.
Proto showing how that star is supposed to go. Able to grab himself, you know, maybe another like 2 seconds back on G. This was another spot she struggled with though in the last race. Able to recover from the Pillarless mistake last time. Can he do it here?
Okay.
Very nice.
Looking fresh. Whatever he did during the intro to calm down and sort of recenter himself, definitely working. Not letting that first game get to him. Cheese definitely keen on getting this game 2 going. Protoman with some nice red.
Yeah, Cheese really beating his demons there. Oh, and burning his bomb as well.
I guess it's part of the cleansing process.
Gonna have to burn his demons out. Yeah, definitely. But I think if you would have asked him before the race started, hey, you're gonna burn your bum, but everything else is gonna go okay, he probably would have taken it. Oh, ooh.
Uh-oh. Slight bullying going on from Protoman, but able to handle it himself, standing up to his bully. Inspirational for all of those getting bullied around the world. Protoman leading us.
Love to see it. She's able to grab a couple of seconds right back by having that optimal bully star there. These guys just trading a couple of seconds back and forth. Cheese with a pretty decent lead right now, though. You know, but one little mistake, Proto will be right back in it. It's definitely a very close race. You like to see races in the basement, you know. Honestly, you'd love to see races get out of the basement, going into Fire Sea that are really close. We might be on pace, on pace to see that happen here. What do you think, Sid?
I think we're definitely on pace for pace. There also is a lot of pace salsa around. Could use a chip or two. Might want to take a dip. Okay, Protoman takes an interesting angle. Oh, and that's not going to work out. Second time. Little low. Okay, not even a wall kick. And the same situation we saw from Cheese in game 1. And that's a... Man, it is... Side hop is kicking butt, taking names out here. Already taking Cheeses, and now Protoman's. Nobody is set. Cheese looking real cozy. Oh, goodness.
Oh, my. Confusing the lava with spaghetti sauce here in Lethal Lava Land. Not quite sure what he wants to do.
I mean, even if it was genuinely spaghetti sauce, does he have the noodles? He dropped all his spaghetti already, so there's none in hand to eat the salsa with, the tomato sauce. Commentator as well, spilling some sauce here in the booth. There appears to be a small puddle forming. We'll have to page the janitor, see if we can get it cleaned up as we continue here into Hazy Maze Cave. Getting a
Nice
little hazy in the booth.
there. Yeah, just a little bit. But, you know, able to clean it up. Janitor is able to sweep on by, make things a little bit better. You know, Cheese sitting here with a solid, you know, almost a 2-star lead right now. You know, Proto keeps making just the little tiny mistakes, and it's just making it where Cheese is able to slip more and more ahead. Yeah, chat, you know, saying GG right now. Unfortunate that Proto took the spill there in Lethal Lava Land, but, you know, we have some of the hardest tricks yet to come. And, you know, death and bits, and that none of that'll even matter.
Yeah, might be the case. Maybe a death and bits and the BLJs. It's what I find so interesting about 16. Like right now we're looking at the race and we're like, yeah, I mean, probably gonna be in Cheese's favor, but at the end of the day, anything can happen. I know we say that a lot at GSA, but it's the truth, and even more so in 16. But I don't know, Cheese is looking a lot better here in game 2, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he does end up taking it. We'll just have to sit back and see.
Yeah, it's really hard to bet against Cheese right now. I mean, he's really feeling himself. The second race, besides that death in Womp's Fortress, has just been, you know, it's just been really clean. He's cleaned up his act for sure a lot since that first race. And honestly, it just doesn't show any signs of stopping anytime soon.
Oh, okay, the bunny playing Proto Man like a fiddle, popping a fish out of the water as he slides in and grabs Mips. And no front sub from Cheese. It's getting a little laggy. Okay. Man, Cheese's lag reduction on the front sub is just gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, that front sub is it's a really, really difficult trick, especially when you're learning it at first. And to be able to pull it off in a run, always super impressive, even if you have to go for that second try. I mean, after you miss that first try, you might be having that little, you know, little mini panic attack. Cheese, you know, he's seen this. He's done this a million times. Oh!
I don't even know what happened there. If he might have accidentally pressed B or what, but got a bonk and definitely not going to be making that cycle. Looking a little bit more realistic by the second. Proto Man might just swoop in.
Yeah, definitely the type of mistake that Proto fans need to be rooting for right now. Gonna be able to get that gap just a little bit closer. Oh!
What? What just happened? Cheese doubling back, and he cannot get up the slope.
Goodness.
Absolutely stunned, missing the normal cycle in 16-star. Cheese cannot be happy about that. Not how you want to be going into the rest of the run. And now Proto Man, I mean, only what, 30-ish seconds maybe away from Cheese.
Yeah, we saw a missed throw.
What?
We saw a missed throw last time. That was weird.
That was weird. I have not seen that before. Shoutouts to Cornell Max for the 100 bits, bringing in the Cheese. Thank you very much, sir. You know, a lot of love coming out for Cheese. You love to see it.
Yeah, you know, these runners, man, they slave away. It's like, you know, a lot of these guys have full-time jobs, and they treat Mario like a full-time job too. You know, if you want to be the best, you got to be practicing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She's able to grab Bowser, give him a little swing, a little hit.
Oh. Okay. A little uncomfortable, but managing.
That was a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Cheeks
Just
a
a
little
tiny bit.
pinched there.
Just a tiny bit. Nothing crazy, but yeah, that was a little much for me personally.
And she's going on to BLJs right now with a pretty sizable lead. Gonna have to cross your fingers, guys, that he misses it just a couple of times to give Proto a real shot here. As he's able to grab Bowser, give him that swing and a hit.
And there it is. Cheese actually has a really good understanding of the BLJs here. I pretty much never see him spend more than maybe 2 or 3 tries. So it's going to be tough now. hoping for a fall in Sky, maybe some missed throws. Getting right up there.
Yeah, that's really nice, especially, you know, Cheese, not predominantly a 16-star runner, mainly runs 70 and 120 star, as I'm sure all of you guys know. So it's really nice to see him come over and you know, do a 16-star trick like that and pick it up so fast. But I guess we shouldn't really be expecting anything different, should we?
Nah, he's got so much knowledge of the game, been playing it for so long, so many hours. Even if you aren't trying to understand things, it's just like subconsciously you start to figure out the inner mechanics and get a deeper understanding of what's going on. And Protoman, no, jeez.
Go!
Protoman was hanging on that BLJ for so long, okay, getting it, and now we're only, what, 15 seconds maybe apart? Are you kidding me?
Oh my
Man.
goodness.
Oh, Protoman lost so much time on that first BLJ. He was clinging on to it for dear life. Really thought it was the answer. A false prophet.
Taking his time now, too. Come on, man. There you go.
He's up there.
It's definitely a little bit of a clown fiesta going on right now, but she still has a pretty decent lead. Still probably about 2 throws right now, maybe 1.
Yeah, Protoman's gonna have to kick it into high gear. Need that S-level gameplay. Making the cycle barely.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Wait, was that another Goomba?
No, he dove off as if you know where that last red coin is. He dove over like there. Oh man.
My goodness.
Oh,
jeez. Protoman is going to take game 2 as well? Is this happening? Is this really happening? This is what I'm talking about. Back in Hazy Maze Cave, we saw such a huge lead from Cheese. We're like, oh yeah, Cheese is taking it. But this is what happened. This is what could happen, people. Protoman in the pipe, looking to take 2 out of 3 games. Cheese sliding around. Cannot be happy about this.
Dude, Bits is wearing its Team Protoman t-shirt right now. It's coming in full swing.
First throw. 2 more needed. Cheese still coming back up here, though. I mean, it could still go back the other way, but that's 2 throws for Protoman. 1 more needed, and he'll be taking game 2 and a bonus point that he so desperately needs. Getting slapped by Bowser's cheeks. Trying to grab that tail. Okay. And 3 clean throws.
Wow. What an upset, dude. What an upset here at the end. The giant comeback. I mean, after he missed that Mips grab and you know he's running around full circle, who would have even thought? She's popping off. Man. Chad popping off. This is crazy. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That Goomba was rooting for Proto harder than I've ever seen anybody. Oh man. Wow.
It's all gravy from here for Protoman. I mean, he's got what he wanted. I'm sure he wasn't. I don't know if he was even coming in expecting to grab a point, but grabbing 3 off of Cheese, and a game 3 coming up. Cheese, how do you bounce back from that? 2 games in a row where it feels like the game is sort of having its way with you.
Just wow. I mean, good news for Proto fans. That ties him up as far as sliding into that 8th spot. Him and Para now should be tied at 10 points. Proto might be able to slip his way into the top 8 if he's able to pull off this last race, which truly be a sight to see. I mean, this has already been a crazy set. I mean, I don't know if I could even ask for anything else. Insane. People crying in the chat. Not sure if tears of joy or tears of sorrow. Tears of confusion here on my end. I don't even... Wow.
Yeah, I'm still sort of registering what I just witnessed.
I mean, it's a good thing we have these, like, 40 seconds to think about it, but it's like... Wow. It's just... I don't know. Commentators lost for words here. I mean... How do you even say anything like that? 2 deaths at the end of Bits, and one of them totally unconventional. I mean, just missing the side of the stairs there to get that triple jump done. I mean, wow. It's just at this point you just assume stuff like that's automatic.
Yeah, it's. I mean, honestly though, it's like if something like that's gonna happen, I feel like it would be Cheese. Like he is most of the time very consistent, and this sort of is a thing of the past. But coming back to haunt him, I definitely do remember the days of Bits sort of having Cheese's number. It's definitely one of his most practiced stages. But even when it's your most practiced stage, it can come back and get you. Protoman again with a bonk. Starting off, looks like we're going to be keeping the same theme. The script writers getting lazy. Cheese with a slight lead in the BLJs. Protoman cooking it up.
Okay. Similar theme again. To clear up confusion in the chat, yes, you do get an extra point for winning a best of 3, but we do 3 full races no matter what. Doesn't matter. We do get a game 3. Cheese might still be able to pick up a point here if he's able to win.
Yeah, we'll either be looking at a 4-0 in terms of points for Protoman or a 3-1. Cheese can snag this game 3.
I mean, I'm still just like I'm actually shook. I don't even know what to say. Like, we have a race going on in front of us, and I don't even know how I'm supposed to comment at this point.
Yeah, Cornell Max also in the same boat, not quite sure what to do, was showing some cheese love earlier with the bits, but now throwing another 100 bits down and claiming that he is a Proto-Man fan. I mean,
I'll tell you what, that Goomba at the end of Bits is definitely a Proto-Man fan. He was wearing the merch, you know, showing up to all the streams, making sure he was looking out for his boy.
Yeah, throwing bits down in the chat, just a diehard fan, showing his love, coming out when Proto-Man needed it most.
I mean, even after the death with the Goomba bonk, he still had a good lead. Proto was taking his time on the stairs. Both runners were able to clean up Dark World very cleanly, by the way. It's a nice start to the race. Sorry, I'm kind of just glossing over that, but it's just like, I mean, he still had a good lead. Proto was still, you know, just chilling out, taking his time. But wow, wow. That's all I can say. Cheese.
A moment of silence for Cheese.
Can we get some Fs in the chat for Cheese? I think Proto and Cheese fans alike can agree. Major Fs needing to be dropped. Cheese able to get that full setup for Cannonless. You know, at this point, you know, he's gonna be playing as loose as it can get. You know, the worst things that could have happened. Oh, Proto a little awkward there. The worst things that could happen to you already happened. You can just go,
no!
Oh.
Okay, Proto-Man dropping the ball a bit here on Wops, not able to get that Cannonless going, and Cheese once again picking himself up a lead. Shoutouts to Cheese, by the way, for continuing on. I mean, I know personally I would be very upset at this point. But Cheese plunging into game 3, not going to back down. Knows deep within he could take a game. Just has to keep his eyes on the prize.
Oh yeah, and I mean, there's no question. Cheese is definitely a man of character. He does it, you know. He's seen this. He's been on both sides of this. He's been on every side of a race and a run that you could possibly imagine. He knows it's just a part of it all. You got to be able to, you know, take a deep breath and just say, all right, this is not my day. But I mean, continuing on always shows, you know, a lot of character, especially with everything that's gone wrong before. Proto able to bounce back, finally clear up that Cannonless. Cheese has a decent lead right now going into SSL, but I'm gonna try to not talk about the leads and how big they are and what needs to happen. Just for sake of that commentators cursing. Nice little Tomaplex start though by Cheese.
Cooking it up and a beautiful slide. Ain't no thing but a chicken wang.
That was a nice little tutorial we just watched here. I mean, that was full speed, very clean.
Textbook.
I mean, you couldn't have done it any. I mean, you really couldn't have done it much better at a real run. That was just fantastic. I mean, this is what's got to be so frustrating though, is you've played really well, even though he's died. He's been able to play really well. Do some of these really hard strats on his first try, and it's just a little silly mistake or a little bit of misfortune just screwing you over. I mean, at some point it just really does get to your head, and you're just like, why has this got to happen to me today? Because he's not playing poorly, and he was playing really well on his stream earlier today as well, as I'm sure tons of you guys saw. He's put out some strong performances today, but just had some little moments, little mental mistakes that killed him.
And it could be partially just the battery is a little bit zapped. Like you said, he's been playing a lot, has pumped out some good gameplay. It's not like he's a factory. He can't just be nonstop outputting this high quality gameplay without mistakes. I find as you play longer, you definitely do sort of fatigue a bit, and it does get harder to stay consistent. So I think that's also a part of what we're seeing.
Yeah, no, the more you go on and the longer you play, and since he's already been playing for hours today, it just gets to a point where it's too much. It's just not necessarily on your mental health, but like just little things, and you're not on top of your game like you usually are. But he's put out a very strong outing so far in this third race. Able to be very clean. Has a nice little lead right now. But he a missed coin there by Proto. Proto kind of making that tradition now, it seems like.
Yeah, that's the ritual.
Yes. It's the voodoo, I believe, to make Cheese mess up later on in his run. Worked really well for him. Other competitors might need to take note for when they face Cheese in the future. But did he miss one in the first race as well? That'd be kind of crazy if he missed one in all three. And they were all different coins.
I don't think he did in the first one, but definitely the second one, and they were different coins. But yes, it is part of the ritual. I have seen the Book of Cheese Curses. It's quite vast. Definitely don't want to release that to the public. We'll keep it under wraps, so we're going to go ahead and move along. But Protoman destroying the bully, no problem. Throwing up the peace sign. He's a happy camper, getting that star going, taking that hat off, giving himself a little scratch, and moving on with his day. It's just another day in the light.
And speaking of getting tired and more now, poor guy Mario, not getting a lot of love. Oh, getting a lot of burns though. Getting bullied a little bit. A little unfortunate. Having to grab ledges. Getting a little bit mad at Proto. Mario, man, not pleased with what Proto Man is doing to him right now. A little frustrated, understandably. And she's having about a solid star and a half lead right now. Moving on into HMC. Both runners have done, honestly, extremely well in HMC so far. And both races. Hopefully that'll be a trend that we see continue here. Geez, getting that triple jump with that box, man. It always, honestly, that's one of my favorite stars to watch in 16 star. It doesn't look very difficult, although Proto making this stage look very difficult right now.
Okay, he's got the ledge grab. Yeah, Lethal Lava Land, it's either flowing or it's going. And right now, I don't know if it's
right
either.
Now it went. Right now it went.
It is, it's gone, it's happened. Here we are into the hazy maze cave. Protoman joining Cheese, but Cheese already knee deep. Making moves happen. Wanting that game 3.
Speaking of making moves happening, Cornell dropping another 100 bits. We love you too, man. You guys are incredible. And thank you for all the support you've been giving GSA. As Cheese, just extending that lead a little bit. Proto getting some nice boulder RNG, borrowing some friendship from his friend Rock Chalk, getting his in with the boulders, able to slide through.
Rock Chalk, definitely a good player to befriend. He can help a bit with the boulders.
G's been putting in time as well, understandably. Getting that relationship meter up just enough. Rock Chalk going over to Boulder saying, hey, man, let's take it a little bit easy on these guys today. And it's worked out. It's worked out. Both guys have had incredible Boulder RNG, actually, in all 3 of the runs, which has been pretty nice to see. Jeez, sending Mips the other way. Sending him the... What?
Oh,
what are you doing?
Okay. Taking some notes out of Protoman's naughty journal. Not sure if he saw the title of the book. Going ahead and chasing Mips the wrong way. Going to have a long walk through the hallway.
That was just awkward in general. I mean, like, the first miss is, you know, I get it. Then that second one, though, you know, I would think after that first mess up, you'd go hard left. You just messed
Oh,
up.
no. Yeah, this box jump taking Protoman home, having a little bit of monkey bar action. Left side triple jump.
Okay. I see
Not
you,
every
Proto.
day. You do not see that every day. But very comfortable. Clearly something. Protoman sort of has a couple strats here and there. You're like, whoa, okay. He does like to use the owl and wops instead of going for owlless. He's just got a couple things that are sort of unique to him. But they work out.
I mean,
Oh,
not working
that did not
out
work
there,
out.
though.
Yeah. Not at all. Not at all, boy.
Going for front sub is Cheese once more. Able to get it, too. Wow. I mean, what can you say about that? It's moments like this, again, why you just go, why does these stupid things have to happen to him, you know? Just why? Because he's able to pull off those just beautiful moments like that. She's having a pretty solid lead right now, a whole dire docks apart from Proto. You know, he messed around here a lot, though, last time. Wouldn't be surprised to see him take his time here once he reaches the top if he isn't able to get fast cycle.
Yeah, that I forgot that happened, actually. That was mind-blowing. Getting the late cycle in Fire Sea.
Didn't
He's
seem
got
like
that
a big
angle
deal.
down.
Yeah.
This is so weird, though. He keeps the angle like that. Oh, burning a little early. Not the end of the world, but...
Yeah,
we're sliding around.
When they don't go straight on, it's so weird. Like, it's like, I would get way too nervous. I already get nervous as it is when I'm staring it down the barrel, but when you're going to the side like that, I don't know, man. But, you know, she's showing, you know, he's got it down, like he said. Able to wrap.
Joining him.
Yeah, Proto just, you know, unfortunate that he had that death earlier. I think we'd be seeing a lot closer of a race. What?
Okay, we're getting reds, boys. Protoman head in the clouds and not going to be able to make this cycle any longer, I don't.
Do you think that was intentional? I feel like that had to be intentional, right?
Nah, I don't. I think he just genuinely... I mean, we're 3 games deep. Speaking of fatigue, it's just like after a while you sort of go a little bit robot mode. And Protoman definitely... Mr. Roboto. Mr. Destructoid. Okay.
Yeah,
Jump dives.
Interesting. Jeez, with first try BLJs, so wow.
Yeah, man, he's got him. Here we are. Once again, second BLJ's Bowser in the sky. I don't think it could possibly go any worse than what we saw in game 2, but I don't know. My commentator's curse abilities haven't been working out too much, so I'm not too worried about saying anything like that. Okay, but maybe I am. I might be a little bit.
Maybe you should be. Cheese just wanted to scare everybody a little bit. Oh, what? Okay. Taking our time. I can understand that.
Yeah, no, not any particular hurry at the moment. The lead is quite substantial. Just do not want to get Goomba'd. Protoman, though, could be throwing his fat stacks. I mean, he's taken 2 games off of Cheese. He's got to be having money rolling in at this and able to pay off a couple Goombas, perhaps some Bob-Ombs, and maybe the elevator maintenance workers, but none of them able to stop Cheese.
Wow.
Ooh, and a beautiful ending. And
oh
look at this
my
pace.
Goodness. That
Look
bit
at this
was
pace.
fantastic. Oh. Is this
Wait a
potential
minute.
PB for Cheese?
I think this might be PB pace for Cheese.
I know he has a 15. I want to say he has a 15:58. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's what his PB.
Cheese winding up, not wasting any more time. One more throw, and it looks like he will be in. Perhaps landing himself.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Missed throw. But man,
Oh, man.
winding up. And
Still gonna
kaboom.
get a 15. That was, man. Might still be a PB, but it's still, that would have definitely been a PB for him had he landed that throw.
Yeah, I want to say it's like a 1546 or something like that. I could be wrong, but taking it home, I mean, if that isn't inspirational, I don't know what is. Getting knocked down game 1 and then getting slapped across the face backhanded in game 2 by the Goomba, and to come back game 3 stronger than ever from the ashes. GG's.
I mean, these runners just put on a display for us tonight. A real show all the way throughout. I mean, showing that they can spill spaghetti, but also, you know, hold on to it and give us something real interesting to look at that isn't negative. I mean, the fact that Cheese almost or potentially PB'd, not certain. Yeah, it is a 1546. I was wrong about that. Still, an almost PB after all that craziness in the first two, like, that's insane. Yeah, it is a 1546. Unfortunate, but, you know, very, very solid run there by Cheese. But honestly, really interesting set of races. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was not what I was expecting at all. Proto Man realizing that it's, and we'll be getting these boys in for an interview. Proto Man in the booth. The man, the myth, the legend, taking 2 out of the 3 games against Cheese, but always humble. You know, you were saying in the chat that Cheese sort of beat himself. What are your thoughts?
No, I didn't say that. I'm 10 times better than that kid ever was.
Oh yeah,
no,
right.
Yeah, no, he definitely beat himself. I mean, I didn't throw up very good times, and that Goomba at the end was, I mean, 1 in 1,000. So I'm just very happy to get the win. But obviously, Cheese is the legend. So.
And speaking of Cheese, getting him in the call with us right now. How you feeling, Cheese? What was going through your head there at the second run, man? Unfortunate to see.
I don't know.
That's a genuine response. So,
was it? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Was it getting you upset at all, Cheese, or were you mostly just like what's going on? You're just kind of.
Yeah, I was confused, I guess. Just confused.
Happens to the best of us, man. Obviously, you know, it was unfortunate.
The second death was like, I think the second guy death, I was just kind of not paying attention because I was still thinking about what happened, or I guess I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, you. How long did you stream today? About
5 hours.
Okay. Yeah, we were kind of talking about how the fatigue from after doing all that streaming and then coming and doing a race. Do you think that affected your focus a bit?
Not really. I didn't feel tired really at all. I'm not sure. I kind of just didn't, I don't know, play good, I guess. I was just kind of up and down all over the place. But it's been happening lately, so...
But you had a world record run earlier. You had a world record run upstairs, and then save and quit. But you were doing really well.
Yeah, that was a good run. I mean, this run was good, the last one. I could have PB'd if I got all 3 throws first try.
It was still a phenomenal run, though, especially to bounce back from all the stupid stuff that happened to you in those first 2. That was honestly really impressive to see, man. You should be proud of that.
Yeah.
Proto, how does it feel, you know, to be able to snag up 3 points and slide yourself into being tied for that 8th spot, you know, competing for a chance to get into those playoffs? How do you feeling?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I'm not a 16 runner at all. I'm more 70, 120. So if I get in the top 8, I'd kind of be a fraud. But hey, let's try it anyway. Shout outs to Northeast Minneapolis for giving me some good luck brews before this race. They kind of helped because I needed luck.
Well, GG's. Thank you, Proto and Cheese, for the match. As always, was a good time. Very crazy race. And shout outs to Spooky for the excellent Coke comms. Was a pleasure, my man.
It was a pleasure, dude. Really, really was happy to get to commentate with you. Honestly, like, I've been getting to watch your streams for a couple of months now, and when I saw that your name was lined up there next to mine on the schedule, I'm not gonna lie to you, my heart skipped a beat a little bit. I was a little bit excited, dude. It was a real pleasure sharing the booth with you.
Yeah, great time. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And I do believe that concludes it for the day. But, you know, here at GSA, it never truly is over. We, of course, got it stacked up tomorrow. Celeste, Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing, Mario 4.
Luigi versus Aki. I mean, what more can you get than that?
Man, I got classed during that match. That makes me so upset. That's going to be legendary. Two of the spiciest 16-star players out there. I mean, Aki, of course, the record, but Ouija's got the strat. So it'll be exciting. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a good night, and catch you around. Peace.